Dạ rồi. Mình đọc nha cô. Qua mình đọc đến 124 rồi. 140 đó. 145 là hết rồi cô. 145 hay 150 gì đó. Tức là mình còn được khoảng 25 ngày nữa là xong. Chạy thì chắc cũng được. Dạ rồi. Dạ, biết ơn cô.
Dạ.
Dạ, mình đọc với cô.
Day 125.
Well,
During the
romance
15th,
and the proper
balance
understanding of
and
the
the proper
emotions
understanding
and
of the
functions
emotion
of
and
sex.
function of sex
Abide.
abide. There's
There
no
is no
disharmony between
disharmony
married
between
people.
married people.
Fortunate is the husband
Fortunate is
whose
the
wife
husband who
understands
wisely
the true
understands the
relationship
true
between the
relationship
emotions
between
of
the
the
emotions of love,
sex and
sex, and
romance. When
romance.
motivated
When
by
motivated,
the
only triumvirate.
no form of labor in
No forms of
burdensome,
labor and burdensome, because
even
even the most lowly
lowly form of effort takes on the
efforts
nature
takes
of
on the
labor of
nature
love.
of a
It
labor
is a
of
very
art.
old
It is a
saying
very
that
old
a man's
saying
wife
that a
may either
man
make
wise
him
and
or break
either
him.
make
The
him
reason
and
is
break
not
him.
always
But this
understood.
reason
The
is
making and
not always
breaking is the
understand.
result of the
The making
wise
and breaking is
understanding
the
or
result
lack
of the
of
right
understanding of
understanding
emotions
or
of
lack of
love,
understanding
sex,
of
and
the
romance.
emotions of love, sex, and romance.
Despite
Despite the fact that men are polygamous, the very nature of their biological inheritance, it is true that no woman has a great an influence on a man as his wife unless he is married to a woman totally unsuited to his nature. If a woman is her husband to lose interest of her and become more interested in other women, it is usually because of her ignorance or difference toward the subjects of sex, love, and romance. This statement presupposes, of course, that genuine love once existed between man and his wife. The facts are equally applicable to a man who permits his wife interest in him to date. Married people often bicker over the multitudes of tribalities. If these are analyzed correctly, the real cause of the trouble will often be found to be indifference or ignorance on this subjective. Main qualities motivate in first is his desire to please women. The hunters who excelled during prehistoric days before the dawn of civilization did so because of his desire to appear great in the eyes of women. Man's nature is not changed in this respect. Her hunter today brings home no skin of wild animals, but they indicates he desire for her favors by supplying white clothes, motor cars, or wealth. Man has the same desire to please women that he had before the dawn of civilizations. The only thing that has changed is the methods of pleasing. Men who accumulate large fortunes by a chance of great haste of power and fame do so mainly to satisfy their desire to please women. Takes women out of their lives and great wealth would be useless to the most men. It is the inherent desire of men to please women, which gives women the powers to make and break a man. The woman who understands man nature and tactfully caters its needs to pierce a competition from other men. Men may be gents with indomitable willpower when dealing with other men, but they are easily managed by the government of their choice. Most men will not admit that they are easily influenced by the government they prefer because it is in the nature of the male to want to be recognized as the stronger of the species. Moreover, the intelligent woman recognizes these many traits and very wisely makes no use of it. Some men know that they are being influenced by the women of their choice, their wife, sweethearts, mothers, and sisters, but they are tactfully refrained from rebelling against the influence because they are intelligent and want to know that no man is happy or complete without the modifying influence of the right woman. The man who does not recognize these important truths deprive himself to the power of weak and done more to help man achieve success than all other forces combined.
Consciousness.
Chapter 12, the subconscious mind, the connecting link, the 11th step toward riches. The subconscious mind consists of a field of consciousness in which every impulse of thought reaches the objective mind through any of the five senses, is classified and recorded, and from which thought may be recalled or withdrawn, as letter may be taken from a feeling cabinet. It receives and finds scent, impressions, or thought regardless of their nature. You may voluntarily plant in your subconscious mind any planned thought and purpose which you desire to translate into its physical or mandatory equivalent. The subconscious acts first on the dominating desires which have been mixed with emotional feeling, such as faith. Consider this in connection with the instructions given in the chapter on desire for taking the sixth step, the outlined, and the instruction given in the chapter on the building and execution of plans, and you will understand the importance of the thought conveyed. The subconscious mind works day and night through a method of procedure unknown to men. The subconscious mind draws upon the force of infinite intelligence for the powers with which is voluntarily transmute one's desire into their physical equivalent, making use usually of the most practical media by which this end and may be accomplished. You cannot entirely control the subconscious mind, but you can voluntarily hand over to it any plans, desire, and purpose which you will transform into the concrete form. Read again, contraction, and using the subconscious mind. In this chapter and outer tradition, there is a blend of an evidence. There is a blend of evidence to support beliefs that the subconscious mind is the connecting link between the finite mind of the man and infinite intelligence. It is the intermediary through the one may draw upon the forces of infinite intelligence at will. It alone contains the secret progress of by which mental impulses they are modified and changed into their spiritual equivalent. It alone is the medium through the prayer may be transmitted to the thoughts capable of answering prayer.
After you have accepted,
The possibilities of creative efforts connected with the subconscious mind are stupendous and imponderable. They inspire one with awe. We never approach the discussions of the subconscious mind without a feeling of littleness and inferiority due perhaps to the fact that man in task of knowledge on the subject is so pitifully limited. The very fact that the subconscious mind is the medium of the communications between the thinking mind of the man and infinite intelligence is, as sounds and thought we almost paralyzes one reason. After you have accepted as a reality the existence of the subconscious mind and understanding its possibilities as a medium of transmuting your desire into the physical or monetary equivalent, you will comprehend the full significance of the instruction given in the sectors or desire. You will also understand why you have been repeatedly admonished to make your desire clear and to reduce them to writing. You also understand the necessity of persistency in carrying out instruction. The 13 principles are the stimulus which you acquired the ability to read and to influence your subconscious mind. Do not become discouraged. If you cannot do this upon the first attempt, remember that the subconscious mind may be voluntarily directly only through habit under the direction given the chapters on faith. You have not yet had time master faith. Be patient, be persistent. A good many statements in the chapter is always an alteration will be repeated here. For the benefit of your subconscious mind, remember your subconscious mind functions voluntarily rather to make any efforts to influence it or not. This naturally suggests to you that thought of fear and poverty and all negative shall serve as stimulus to your subconscious mind. Unless you master these impulses and give it more desirable foods upon which you may feed, the subconscious mind will not remain idle. If you feel the blunt desire in your subconscious mind, it will feed upon the thoughts with rage, as it resists your neglect. We have already explained that through impulses, both negative and positive, are reaching to the subconscious mind continuously from the first thought which was mentioned in the chapter The Sect Transmutation. For the present, it is sufficient if you remember that you are living daily in the midst of all manner of thought impulses which are reaching our subconscious mind. Without the knowledge, some of these impulses are negative, some are positive. You are now engaged in trying to help shut off the flow of negative impulses and the act to voluntarily influencing your subconscious mind through the property impulse or desire. When you achieve it, you will possess possess the keys which unblock the door of the subconscious mind. Moreover, you will control that door so completely that no undesirable thoughts may influence your subconscious mind. Everything which means create begins in the form of the thought impulse. Man can create nothing which he does not first convey in thought. Through the act of the imagination, thought the impulses may is examined into plans. The imagination, when under controls, may be used for the creations of plans or purposes that lead to success in one chosen occupation. Although impulses intended for transmutation into the physical equivalent, voluntarily planted to the subconscious mind must pass through the imagination You never can tell what our thoughts will do in your head. All love for thought are things, and their only wings are swifter than carrier doves. They follow the laws of an universe. Each thing created is kind, and they speed forward the track to bring you back whatever went out from your mind.
June the 16th.
We cause understand the truth that thoughts which go out from one mind also embed themselves deeply in one subconscious mind, where they serve as a magnet, patterns, or blueprint by which the subconscious mind will influence while translating them into their physical equivalent. Thoughts are truly things for the reason they have been material things became into the form of thought energy. The subconscious mind is more susceptible to influence by impulse of thought mixed with feeling or emotion than by those in originating solely in the reasoning portion of the mind. In fact, very much evidence to support the theory that only emotionalized thought have any action influence upon the subconscious mind. It is a well-known fact that emotions or feelings rules a majority of people. If it is true that the subconscious mind responds more quickly to and is influenced more readily by thought impulses which are well mixed with emotion, it is essential to become familiar with the more importance of the emotions. There are 7 major positive emotions and 7 major negative emotions. The negative voluntarily injects themselves into the thought impulses which ensures passes into the subconscious mind. The positive must be injected through the principles of outer suggestions into the thoughts impulse which an individual wishes to pass on to his subconscious mind. Instruction has been given into the chapter on outer suggestion. These emotions or feeling impulses may be linked by gesture, in the work of breaths because they constitute the actions element which transform thought in blood cells from the passive to the active state. Thus may be understand why thought of in blood cells which have been warm mixed with emotions are acted upon more rapidly than thought in blood cells are originating on the cold region. You are preparing yourself to influence and control the inner audience of your subconscious mind in order to hand over to it the desire for money, which you wish translated into the monetary equivalent. It is essential that first you understand the methods of approach to the inner audience. You must speak its language, and it will not use the core. It understand better language of emotion or feeling. Let's therefore describe here the 7 major poverty emotions and the 7 major negative emotions so that you may draw upon the positive and avoid the negative when giving instruction to your subconscious mind. Xong rồi đó cô. Dạ.
Cô Anh.
Dạ.
Yeah.
Cảm ơn cô. Dạ, đến 128 rồi, còn chút nữa thôi là xong rồi. Hết
Dạ,
8 là xong. Dạ. Là đến khi mình hoàn thành là đến hết năm là hoàn thành. Tốt nghiệp là cũng đọc xong cuốn sách. đây gọi là lướt sách cô.
Lướt sóng.
Lướt sóng. Dạ. Dạ, bye bye cô. Dạ, biết ơn cô Hương lắm. Dạ.
Dung ngữ pháp.
Dạ. Dạ, vâng, đi bây giờ vô